welcome. And we are live once again. And I was about to say God bless you. You know, it's just a habit. I would say bad habit, but it's a good habit, isn't it? So be blessed. And one of the things that you can be blessed with is what I'm going to talk about in this program today. We're talking about restaurant food. As you can tell, it's my favorite subject, huh? Outside of the Bible, of course. But all joking aside, was it? We are going to talk about a another website that we developed, and it's a whole business program. Now, this is not just a website, folks. You gotta understand. I just don't do websites. This is a total business. Okay, it's a real business. It's more than a website. It's more than just a website with a program with it. This is an entire business, and it's a very serious business. The ramifications are immense. So, we're going to get into this today. I gave a presentation on this a while back. This is not going to be a repeat of that, although I do need to make a new one of those. But today I'm going to focus on the money in the restaurant business. The money in the restaurant business. Now, I know that's a dream for a lot of people out there to own a restaurant or to start a restaurant. And you figure, I know how to cook potatoes and hot dogs or whatever. There's some people out there really know how to cook, some nice stuff. And some of you actually do some cooking and sell things, you make things for other people to enjoy and you sell it. So, um, you know, that's a good thing. You figure, hey, why don't I really, try to make some money out of this? Um, so I'm looking online now for the, for the highest producing restaurants, um, so that we can get an idea. Yeah, so we can get an idea of the money that's involved in the restaurant business. Let me see if this is the same one. Now this is gonna take us for a road trip, and I'm not interested in a road trip. Let me see if I can find the top 50. Um, there was an article by, I think it's Forbes, where it talks about the highest producing restaurants. So just to give us, um, let me just look for Forbes here. I'm pretty sure it was Forbes, and yeah, the top grossing restaurants. So let's see if this is the article I was looking at. Maybe, it may not be. So, and it would give us the total amounts. This isn't it either. Let me look at my history here. I should have prepared this before starting up the broadcast. But hey, if I do everything and nothing gets done. Okay, so let me look at history. How do you find the history? Here you go. And let me look at the history. If I can get it. Where is this stuff at? Yeah, looking for history and I can't find it anymore these days. It used to be an easy thing to find. And now you can't find it for beans. I should have the menu bar here. Okay, history. Here you go. It was up there on the top, but you can't see it. Can't see it in this screen. Let me get that for you here, just for a moment, folks. Sorry about that. Yeah, so the top grossing restaurants. I just did that. Where was the 50 highest restaurants in America? High income, highest restaurant. Uh, Let me show all the history. And I'll find it in a sec. It has to be here. I did so much research online today that all of this is in the history after the fact. So yes, I'll take a second. Yeah, so it's the 50 highest grossing restaurants in America. USA Today. There you go. Okay, let's take a look at this now. That would be left. There you go. Left, right, left. Remember those days? And that's the left. Alrighty. So here are the 50 top grossing restaurants in America. Okay. It says that the restaurant business is not an easy one, but here are the top 50. Now, I want you to understand something. Understand something really important here, and that is that the websites that we're building for you are websites that are tied to a real restaurant. In most cases, your website is made first while the restaurant is begun. It's going under development, okay? But that gives you good time to prepare everything and to start the marketing process. There's a very specific strategy that we are implementing in these websites and in our restaurant businesses. Yeah, we are the ones running the restaurants. There's at least 3 to 4 different brands to date at different price ranges. There's a very high class. I call it high class. Um, I think you would call it a chic type of restaurant, which is really it isn't all that chic, I guess, in terms of we're not trying to exclude any people, but it's a different restaurant, and I'm not going to talk any details about what we're planning because, of course, we don't want anybody to come and take our ideas and try to get out there before we do. But we have a very interesting restaurant concept that we are developing, and from there it goes down to your regular um, restaurants, that you're accustomed to in tourist areas and main city corridors, all the way down also to some other mainstays of any community. And we have a restaurant for each of these different, I would call them genres. Okay, so your website will be tied to one of these restaurants in your city. This is a unique opportunity to own as if it was your own restaurant. You won't be involved in the restaurant, you won't have any obligations with the restaurant, but you will be making profits along with the restaurant. That is what is going to be happening. Now, here we have an example here of some of a Beauty and Essex, which is in New York City. They make 16,308,810 annually. Some of these are estimates. And one thing I have to mention that in this website that we're doing for you, we're creating the website for you, and you might as well think of it as being the website for a restaurant just like this. The restaurant is operating, it's running independently from you. However, the website that has the name of that restaurant, the address of that restaurant, That's the website that we're offering you today. That is how you get into the restaurant business without being in the restaurant business. You will be the owner of the website. And what's great about that is that all the orders that come through the website, and with the website, there's an upgrade that you can get that you should really get, which is for the app. So people can get the app, they'll get it from the restaurant's windows, from their menus, from the door, right? The people walking by, and they can take the QR code in their phones and download the restaurant's apps, which is yours, and they can place orders through the app, and they can also reserve, book reservations. They can book the reservations also online through your website. Now, you'll be any orders that come in, all the restaurants will be delivery enabled. So, all the restaurants will have a delivery aspect to it. So, people can actually order, they can get things catered, a party, an event. All of the restaurants that we are developing will have that capability. So, that just makes it more profitable for you. The orders through your website, orders through the app, you will gain a percent of each of those orders. Orders for reservations, when they go to book a reservations for themselves, for a group of people from work, their home, families, a party, a birthday party, or whatever, they can do it through, and most likely they will look for because people do things like that, right? They go through the easiest route. They'll go through the app or the website, and they will book their party at the restaurant, and it'll go through your app or through your website, as I said, and that you will be making a percentage of all of those orders, all of those events that come through the app or through your website. So that is the opportunity that you have with these websites. And you can imagine, you'll have to, if you know anything about the restaurant business, realize how many orders come through on the app or through the website or through their phones, right? People call up on their phones ordering food for their families or for a party, an office party, what have you. You can, a percentage of that every day, you'll be racking in some money. Now, a lot of people do Amazon type of ads on their websites and whatnot. They try to do all these other type of affiliate marketing for a few pennies and try to get so much traffic, try to get on first page of Google and all of that. A lot of struggle people go through on their website. There's people trying to sell things online, every type of thing. Wouldn't you want to have something that you know is going to make you money? And that is food. I mean, you know that food sells. They say there's sex sells, but we're not going to get into that. But food sells. And there's always someone buying food. Any given day of the week, someone is ordering food. Whatever food, Chinese food, pizza, chicken, whatever there is out there, they're ordering by phones. They're getting home from work late. They're not going to cook. They're tired. They had a rough day at the job, at the office. So they're going to come home, or on their way home, they're going to order food and for their families, for themselves. So that is what everyone does. You guys do it, I do it, we do it all the time. Not tonight. We had a great meal here, home cooked meal, but there's days every week, at least how many times we order. Sometimes 2 times a week or three. And you know that the weekends, that's a big time to order in any restaurant. Those are the big days that they make real good money. So I'm going to use, you make a different, with our website, you're going to make a different percentile depending on what the orders are and what department they fall on. We have percentages from 1% all the way to 20%. So with your website, you will be making anywhere from 1% to 20%, and that again depends on the department and depends on the time of year, stuff like that. But just using 1%, I'm just going to use the 1%, the lowest of the low. And we're going to make a comparison with these restaurants that we see here and how much that would be, how much it would be that you would make if you had the website for these restaurants. Beauty and XX makes $16 million a year. Now, 1% of that, right, would be $163,000 a year. So if you had the website for that, for this restaurant, you would be looking at $163,000 a year. Again, that's at 1%. That's the minimum. That's the minimum amount from having our website. Here we have Le Diplomate in Washington, D.C. That makes $16 million, another $16 million earner. 16,377,000. If you just made 1% from all of those sales, you're looking at $163,772 a year. That's what you're looking at, with that. Here we have Grand Central Oyster Bar in New York City, another $16 million. We're talking again, $164,000 estimated per year on that. Here we have the Quality Italian in New York, another $16 million earner. That's $165,299 for you if you own this restaurant's website. That's what you're looking at. Here's another restaurant, Taste of Texas. Another $16 million earner. Boy, they're pretty consistent, aren't they? $16 million, folks. Listen, $167,209 $1,000. I'm sorry, 167,000 guys, and $209 dollars in your pocket every year. Taste of Texas. Here, Prime Steakhouse in Las Vegas, Nevada, another 16 million. See that? 1% of that. If you were making only 1% with our websites, you would be making $168,000 a year with this restaurant website. Here's another restaurant, Aria Cafe, Las Vegas, Nevada, another 168,000 at 1%. At just 1%. Remember, you're making, on our websites, you're making 1 through 20%. Okay. 1 through 20%. If you were making 20%, you're breaking the $1 million mark yourself, right? You're looking at like almost $3 million here from having 20%. And again, your website will be making you from 1 through 20%. Here we have Park Location, another $16 million earner, 169 at 1%, 169,214 every year in your pocket. Here's a Guy's American Kitchen, or some people would say Gee's American Kitchen and Bar. That's doing 17 million, and 1% of that would be $170,000 in your pocket every year. Here's Shaw's Crab House, Chicago, Illinois. Oh, Illinois. This is 17 million, another $17 million earner, and again, $171,000 in your pocket every year if you had the website for that restaurant. Here's Tavern on the Green, 17,200,000 a year, and 1% of that would be a nice $172,000 per year in your pocket as the owner of their website, where people would order for deliveries and reserve their tables and order through the app, etc., etc. So that's what you're looking at with a successful restaurant like Tavern on the Green. Here is Mon Ami Gavi, which is another $17 million earners. And again, $172,000 in your pocket every year if you were the proud and smart owner of this restaurant's website and app. You got to have the app. Don't forget to get the app. Okay, here we go. Chicago Cut Steakhouse. Annual sales estimated at 17,200,000. Again, another 172,000 in your pocket. Is that's at 1%. 1%. Founding Farmers, location Washington D.C. Annual sales 17 million. Again, another $172,000, 431 in your pocket every year, having the website for that restaurant. Here we go with number 36, Gibson's Bar and Steakhouse. Here's another $174,000 earner for you. If that was the restaurant you had with, that you had the website for. People making orders, reserving their parties, etc., because when they reserve through your website and they reserve through the app or order for delivery or for pickup for that matter, that percentage goes to you. You earn a percentage, and again, they're varying percentage rates during the year, and they range from a minimum of 1% and go all the way up to 20% of the receipts. Right? That is very significant. 174,000. If it was just 1% across the board, 174,000 a year. Okay. And the thing is, and we can go on. Obviously, there's so many here. 33 Bluefin, 175,000. 178,000 here. Del Posto. Acme Feed and Seed. They don't have an estimate here of how much money they're making, but they serve a lot. Here's 179,000, Bob Chin's Crab House. That's how much you would be making. 180,000 if you own the website for Quality Meats. Here's $181,000 a year if you had Spark Steakhouse House's website, and here 189,000 if you had the Smith's website. Here in Chicago, 192,000 a year if you had the Prime Houses website. Okay, you got 199,000 there, Las Vegas Bazaar Meat, $202,000. Just goes higher and higher, folks. 204,000 Carnevino Italian Steakhouse. We can keep going, keep going, keep going. Let's see how high this goes, because I was shocked that it was going higher actually as we go down. But my goodness, these places are going higher and higher and higher. Holy low. Woo! 206,000, 1%. If you had 1%, if you had the Vandals website, $236,000 a year, folks. Let's go. Man, we're not even on number one. Juniors, Times Square, famous place, $239,000 in your pocket if you were the proud website owner of that restaurant. Gibson's, 247,000. Now we're going down. 9, 254,000, 1% on Bryant Park Grill and Cafe. Smith and Woleski, you would make 259,000 at 1% if you own that website. Lavo, New York, at $268,000 per year if you had their website. Old Ebbitt Grill in Washington, D.C., 326,000 a year, 1% across the board. 1% across the board. Here's Carmine's, $331,000 per year. If you had 1% by owning the website to that restaurant. Tao Downtown, $334,000, 1% of their gross annual sales. Joe's Stone Crab in Miami Beach, $372,000 if you own the website for that restaurant. And number one, Tao Las Vegas at $424,000 if you own their restaurant website. Okay? So again, we're just talking about 1%. Just 1% is how we estimated your profits with the successful restaurant brands, locations really, because this is just one restaurant in that location. That's how much it's pulling in. So that's a lot of money, even at 1%. And what do you have to do? Nothing. All you have to do is order your website today. That's all you have to do. Of course, we're building new brands, so you're not going to get any of these restaurants to give away their website. No, that's not what this is about. But you will not have to invest anything in the buildings, in the menus, in the development of the restaurant. All you're doing is securing for yourself the restaurant's website. That's what we have the agreement for. You will own the website of the restaurant. Okay? And the agreement is that you earn the profit from the orders that go through the website and through the associated app. So people make that order through the app. Ching ching, your PayPal or whatever setup you decide for yourself, that's going to start ringing. You're going to start ringing. You know how much people eat. Everybody has to eat. Okay? Every day. Every day people are ordering food to eat. So you do the math. You do the math, and all you have to do is to order this website today. Okay, you start with an initial payment today. You wait. You don't have to pay anything else until the website is finished. It's ready to go, and that's when you then start making your monthly payment. And it is it's not your regular website payment amount, but you're never going to be seeing six figures from any Amazon site that you could get for $100 or so on eBay. You're never going to see that. Let's be real. Even if the restaurant that you had the website for was let's just say like those little Chinese kitchens. You ever seen them? That small Chinese little thing, delivery. They probably have only chairs inside for like what, 5, 10 people. You know what I'm talking about. These guys are making a killing. Those restaurants are making mad money. Okay, you know how much? Have you tried calling that Chinese restaurant there on a Friday night? you know, they got like 3, 4, 5 phones, and they got people one after the other. Hold on, please hold, please hold, please hold. Now, come on, you do the math. You're making 1%, 5%, 8%, even 20% from each of those phone calls coming. Come on, do the math. Do the math. Okay? That's what we're talking about here. And all you have to do is claim your website. Like I said, in every area, there's going to be a few of our restaurants. And remember, there's at least 3 to 4 different name brands, 3 to 4 different types of restaurant. They're all not the same type of restaurant. So this is a really great opportunity for a great many of you listening to me on this thing. If you're into, it's really good if you're interested in food. When I say interested, that's a passion of yours, that you've always wanted to have a restaurant, but if you only had the money, if you only could do it, and this and that. But here, listen, here you can have the best of both worlds. You don't have to spend the money and invest and take the risk of investing and opening a restaurant, and you have the benefit of owning the website and making all the percentage from all the orders that come in, and all the orders and reservations that come in, all of that percentage is going to your pocket. You have the advantage, even if nothing happens all week long. Every night there's business, every day there's going to be business. But let's just imagine just Friday, Saturday, Sunday. I mean, you can. I have one restaurateur who's working with me. He tells me he's into the pizza business. His thing is pizza. Even something as simple as pizza. He tells me that he come Friday night, he's taking home $3,000. He's himself. He's taking home, and he's paid his employees. He's paid the bills. He's taking care of everything, and he's taking home 3,000 smackers, right? And that's just from the Friday business. There's still Saturday and Sunday. So, and that's not counting what goes through the week. Through the week, he tells me he's made he can make another 3,000 just from the week, from every day. And then, but when Friday comes, he gets that whole bulk comes in on just that Friday night. And then comes Saturday, and then Sunday. Hey, listen. So even you don't have to even imagine these big restaurants. They're killing it. But even just a small factor, even if you had just a small thing, you could be bringing home a lot of money. Now, when you have this website, unlike all the other websites you may have or that you've had in the past, this thing's going to start ringing, ding, ding, ding. If you have your phone, your notification set, your PayPal, you're just waiting that Friday night, and that thing's going to start doing bing, 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 bing all night long. All night long. Saturday, Sunday. Oh my goodness. Okay? So, this is not something for you to be thinking about too much. This is something for you to take action on. Well, who is going to give you the opportunity to own the website for a business, for a restaurant business? See, this is a chance of a lifetime. It's an opportunity of a lifetime. So I make that opportunity for you to take advantage of it, especially if you're into the restaurant food business. If you're into it, if you were always thinking about doing something, if only I could. But now you can. Now you can, and you don't have to spend your days and nights over a hot stove. Now you can do it the modern way, digital. All you're doing is operating the website, and the orders come in, and the money goes into your bank account, your PayPal, and ding, 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 and ding, 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 Friday night, ding, 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 ding. I'm laughing because this is too good. This is outrageous. Okay, this is totally outrageous. So I'm really excited for you folks. I really am. I'm anxious to get you guys started in this, and I'm just so happy that I've put this thing together for you guys. It's up to you now. It's really up to you. You have to decide if you're going to keep wasting your time or get into something that's really going to matter. A lot of people waste money doing other crazy stuff or whatever, day after day, month after month, year after year. You never get ahead, you never do anything. Here's a chance to write home to mommy and tell her, I have a restaurant business. Wouldn't it be great when you go and you're sitting in with your family or with your parents or those who criticize you all your life. You never get ahead. You're always doing this, you're always doing that. And the phone starts going ding, 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 ding. And as the night progresses, you tell them, what's that sound? He said, hello, no, that's just something going into my bank account from the restaurant. And they say, oh, from the restaurant. Oh, it's from the restaurant. It's ringing. Hey, Martha, it's ringing from the restaurant. Bob, he has a thing with the restaurant. He has the business. Every time money comes in, it makes the bing, ding. It makes the phone go that ding. The phone, it's binging, ding, ding, ding. And as the night progresses, you guys talk ding, 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 ding. Come on, that ding, ding. It's that ding, ding, ding. And by the time, it's like, 10, 11, I think ding, 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 ding. It's like a Geiger counter. That is how hideous. It is, oh my goodness. Can you see yourself? That would be just go great for you. I would be so happy. I'm going to hear those testimonies, those testimonials of the dinging. That is just too much. Okay? But you know what? You deserve this. You deserve this. You and your family. So I invite you to take advantage of this opportunity and to do something. Now this restaurant type of website is not like the others that I talk about throughout the other videos. In that it's really something that you have to take it on your own. There's not really too much that you can do. I'm looking. I'll be covering that in a little bit. There's some leeway you have in bringing in a partner or two to help you with the monthly payment if that's something you're concerned about. But if I were you, I'll do this on my own. I would do this on my own, okay? Because it's just better when you do it on your own, and all that money's coming in is just ding 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 on your phone. It's just a great thing. So if I were you, I would do this on my own, okay? So if you're interested in this website, again, we have 4 different brands in each city. So you'll get one of the four. You get the next one available, and that's the way it rolls. Now, when we sell out on the three or four in the areas, mostly one in each city of each brand, then of course it'll be too late. So you do have a reason to get busy. Don't wait too late on this. You got to get moving on it as soon as possible because it's not going to last too long. It's not going to last too long, and then you'll be out of your opportunity. You'll have to move to a different city in order to get this. So, again, uh, you'll make your initial payment of $4.95, and remember the 3 cents here because that 3 cents tells me that this is for the restaurant website. Okay, I have other websites with different numbers here at the end, so you need to make sure you get the 3 cents in for the restaurant website, and then you will not worry about a monthly payment for at least 3 to 4 months. Now, you know that we have a few website offers out there, so this 3 months can easily draw out a little longer, and which is a good thing. And it means that you just don't have to pay the monthlies until the website is done. It's as simple as that. Okay, but at least you reserve the website for yourself and for your family. And this is a good thing that you can do for yourself and do it. So if you can muster that, then we invite you to be part of our restaurateurs website owners network. And good luck to you, and have a great success with this opportunity. Until next time, I'll be seeing you with new information. Just keep following, and we'll keep updating you on information about this and other websites that we have available. Thank you very much for tuning in.